Let's start our class today. Laying down on our mats. We're gonna use our blocks and we're gonna place the blocks underneath the knees or legs. So we're just gonna go ahead and start placing the spine completely against the mat, to feet together in Baddha Konasana, feet together. And then if you have your blocks, go ahead and place those blocks underneath your thighs for support. And then just go ahead and extend your arms to the sides or place your arms in cactus. So just bend the elbows and bring your arms in a 90 degree. And here we're just going to close our eyes and begin to work on the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Trying to become still here. I'm trying to relax the physical body first. But just noticing every area of our physical body touching the floor. Our feet. Our glutes, lower back, middle back, upper back. Arms, hands, all the way on the floor, releasing and just letting go here. Back of the head, also touching the mat. And we're just here trying to recognize the physical space we're at. And then we notice what's going on in our minds. And we try to create space in between our thoughts. Is there any thought that require your immediate attention? Probably not, probably just thoughts jumping from one branch to the other. So just pause it here and keep inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Imagine your breath sparsing a little bit more those thoughts away from each other. Just follow the path of your breath, moving down to your belly as you inhale. You exhale completely through the nose and empty your lungs. Inhale slowly. Exhale even slower. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to do this at least 5 more rounds on your own. One more mindful breath here. Nice job, everyone. Maintain your eyes closed here. Just interlace the fingers and extend your arms all the way to the back of the room. Stretch here as much as you can. Very good. Lift those arms all the way towards the sky. Go ahead and interlace the fingers again, but in the goofy way, letting the other pinky on the outside, and extend one more time the arms above your head. Lift the arms all the way up, cross the arms in a big X, and just hug yourself here, trying to reach the center of your spine with your fingertips. Keep your breath work. Like if you were still inhaling in 3 and exhaling in 5. Nice job. Go ahead and lift those arms one more time. Create another X, but let the other arm in front of you and hug again one more time. Nice job, everyone. Release those arms on the floor with your hands. Help your legs close and send those knees to your chest in Abanasana. So go ahead and hug your shin bones and knees here with your hands as you send your thighs to your chest. Nice. Go ahead and open up your arms in a capital T, palms facing down. And move your thighs away from your chest. And now send the knees to your chest again. Exhale, send those thighs away. Knees to chest. Exhale, forward. Inhale to your chest. We're going to do this a couple more times. Try to maintain your vertebrae on the floor. You're going to notice that the lower back and the back of your head wants to lift off the mat as you reach forward with those legs. You don't want to reach too much. You just want to separate the thighs away from your chest for a little bit and begin to engage the core muscles. A couple more. Forward and back. Forward and back. 3 more. Nice job. Everyone, maintaining one of your blocks very close to that left hip. Open up your arms again, capital T, knees to chest. Begin to roll the hips to the left side. Maybe the thigh lands on the block. And you support here your twist with that block underneath. Now both shoulders are on the floor, rooting down evenly. Just from your belly button all the way to your knees, and feet are twisting to the left. Two more mindful breaths. Very good. Engage your core and lift those knees all the way up again into neutral position. Very good. Now we're going to go a little bit more deep before we roll to the right side. Grab the outer edges of your mat with your hands. Knees to chest. Now we're going to extend completely the legs forward, pointing those toes, but without touching the floor. Here we go. and knees to chest. So we're going to go a little bit deeper, and again, engaging the core. Knees to chest, beautiful. And again, reach it forward. Notice how the head wants to lift off the mat. Don't let it, keep pressing down through each vertebrae. Five more, here we go. Two. Three. Four. The last one, forward. And back. Open up your arms in a capital T. Place that block close. So when you roll the hips to the right side, maybe, and the thighs or the calf can land on that block, depending on where it feels comfortable in your body. Keep the breath work. Last one. Nice job. Use your core muscles. Lift again, knees to chest. Go ahead and grab your knees, place the hands on your knees, and create circles here with your hips. So open up the legs wide and then legs together, and we're just massaging here the kidneys, the lower back, while we open up the hips. Warm up those hips. Big range of motion, everyone. Nice job. Moving the opposite direction. Nice. Go ahead and place the left foot on the floor. Grab the right foot with your left hand. And with your right hand, go ahead and send that right knee and thigh to the middle of the mat, just to the center of your body. Send it in. And with your right hand now, press that knee away from you. Be gentle. Move very mindfully. The idea is to notice the sensations, little by little, how the body begins to unfold. Working with the breath, maybe now pushing the air instead of the belly all the way to that right hip. Keep sending that right thigh to the center of your body. You don't want to have the thigh too close to the right side. You want to close to the left side. One more mindful breath. Very good. We're going to maintain the shoulders where they are. We're just going to rotate again and the hips completely to the left, but this time grabbing with the left hand, the right foot. Now with our right hand, press the thigh and knee away from you again. There you go. Notice the belly expanding as you inhale. One more. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and place that right foot on the floor. And with the right hand, grab the left foot. Send the shin bone close to the chest or the belly as much as you can. And now with the left hand, squeeze the left thigh to the center, the middle line of your body. With the left hand, press the thigh and the knee forward gently. Nice job. Let's now twist. Place the left foot on the floor, but keep grabbing the ankle with the right hand. Send the thigh away from the lower belly and take at least 5 more mindful breaths here. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and come back, knees to chest, Abanasana. Lift the head and the chest off the mat. Give yourself a nice, well-deserved hug around your back as much as you can, but relax those shoulders. Very good. Go ahead and roll to the right side and come into a comfortable sitting position. If you have your blanket, you can sit on top of your blanket. If you have a strap, great. If you don't have a strap, no worries. We can do it without a strap. But if you have it, keep it handy. Let's start in Dandasana. Extending those legs completely forward. The fingertips on the floor right next to your hips, lifting through the crown of the head. We're gonna start with the left leg. I'm gonna go ahead and place my hands in the back of my knee. I'm gonna bend the leg, and I'm gonna place my left ankle on top of my right thigh. So I'm gonna make a 4 shape here. If you have the strap, place the strap around that right foot. We're gonna forward fold. Now, if you don't have the strap, no worries. Inhale deeply, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, begin to forward fold. If you have the strap, your arms are gonna be completely straight. If you don't have your strap, your fingertips can be on the floor, reaching through the chest. Instead of reaching down, you don't wanna touch your knee. You wanna touch the front wall with the chest. Now, what happens if this doesn't feel comfortable? My knee is too high. I don't feel like, you can place a block. Instead of under the knee, closer to the thigh, closer to the glute. That's gonna help support that leg. You're gonna be able to forget about it and then focus on reaching forward and stretching the back of that right leg. Take a couple mindful breaths here. Last mindful breath through the nose. Very good, everyone. Bring your back and the upper body up. Very good. Look what we're gonna do. We're gonna lift that leg again, that left shin bone close to ourselves. So it might look like this. So place the hands under the left shin bone and just lift a little bit. You're gonna feel it here. right? On the side of the leg. It's the hamstring, but it's the outside of the hamstring, right? The side of the hamstring. You might only be using one hand because it feels uncomfortable. Maybe you can hook those elbows in forearms under and just meet where you are. Doesn't matter how deep you can go, just work what you have and keep breathing and sending the inhalation to that area of the body that feels stiff and that feels uncomfortable. Because it might feel uncomfortable, just keep breathing into the pose. Just opening up here the hips and all those muscles on the leg. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and release slowly the leg and extend it all the way forward. Good. We're going to go to the second side now. Bend the right leg. Place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. You want to place it on top of the thigh. You don't want to place it on top of the knee. If it feels too uncomfortable on the right side, you place a block under. Go ahead and strap your foot if you're using a strap. Inhale deeply through the nose, lifting through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, go ahead and hinge forward from the hips. Elongate through the crown of the head, elongate through the sides of your waist. And notice the stretch from the back of your left heel all the way to the back of your knee, from the back of the knee all the way to where the hamstring and the glute meet, maybe all the way up to your lower back. One more breath. Nice job, everyone. Bring yourself back. Go ahead and grab the foot with your left hand or grab the shin bone. Maybe you can place the hands under. Just find a way to lift the shin bone and the foot off the floor. You're going to notice how the middle back begins to round. Just keep lifting through the crown of the head. Lift those back ribs of your middle back. And tuck the chin under just a little bit to feel also the stretch in the back of the neck. And keep your breath, everyone. Nice job. Let's go ahead and slowly release. Let's cross the legs, hands to floor, knees to floor. Let's warm up the spine. Hands under shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, chest pulls forward. Open up the chest across the collarbones. Then when you're ready, go ahead and round the spine, lifting the pubic bone up towards the navel and rounding completely. And again, inhale, chest pulls forward. Round. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow. All the way around. I'm sorry, this is cat. Inhale, cow. And round. And keep pressing through the hands, the knees, the shin bones, the top of your feet, each toenail. A couple more here. Beautiful. And bring yourself up back in tabletop. Very good. I'm gonna place one of the blocks in the front of my mat because I know I'm gonna place my hands there. And then I'm gonna place another block on the outside of my mat. Now, I know my body. I know that this block on the outside of my mat works for me. Start there. But if you feel like you need to move it to the inside of the mat, you can do so, okay? Just listen to your body. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm placing my hands on top of the block, and then I am sending the left foot and placing it on top of the other block. Okay? And then I'm gonna notice if I'm placing too much weight on that back knee and sending my body back, or reaching forward. You wanna reach forward because you wanna get deep on that left hip. And also you wanna stretch the muscles around the hip. You wanna stretch the glutes. You wanna stretch the hamstring and the inner thighs. So reach forward, keep bending forward. Maybe after 3 breaths, you might move the block a little bit more to the left side, especially if the block is not on the left side of your mat, but on the mat. So just keep working on your breath. Sometimes the breath helps a lot to unwind those tight areas. We're going to take one more long mindful breath here. Very good. What we're going to do, I'm going to maintain that left foot where it is. Because I have a hard floor, I can slide my leg forward. If you have a carpet, you might need to move the back knee back until that leg is completely straight. Now maintain the heel on top of your block and lift the toes off the block. Again, you can still place those hands on top of the other block for more support. Try to elongate the sides of the neck, the back of the neck as you keep reaching forward through the crown of the head. Nice job, everyone. Observe those tight areas and keep breathing through them. Beautiful, everyone. Mindfully, go ahead and begin to bend the knee. You can reach it back with your hips and slowly go ahead and send that left knee to the floor. Very good. Let's do the second side. Go ahead and place the block on the other side. Hand on your blocks. Go ahead and send that right foot all the way up to the block. And take a pause. Before sending that left knee back as much as you can, because I know some of you can be more flexible, go ahead and try to reach it forward instead. Keep bending the front knee. Get very deep within that right hip socket. Forget a little bit about that back leg. You're just trying to focus on placing all the weight forward. So keep hinging and reaching through the crown of the head. If your hands are on the floor, if your hands are on the block, wherever your hands are, press through those palms, lift through those shoulders. Don't just sink here and just send all the way down to your hands. Actually rebound all the way to the back. One more here. Nice job. Go ahead. Begin to extend the leg. Placing the heel on the block and lifting, peeling the toes off the block. Depending on your flexibility, that leg is more diagonal than others. Maybe yours is more straightforward. That's fine. We're just stretching here as much as we can, listening to the body, trying not to put too much pressure on it. One more mindful breath. Nice job, everyone. Bring your leg back, knee to floor. Nice. Move your blocks, hands to floor, curl the toes, reach up and back, downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, go ahead and bend the left knee a lot. So much that you might root the right heel down on the floor. So the left knee bends, the right leg is completely straight. You might be leaning a little bit of your weight to that right hip. I want you to stretch not just the hamstring, but also the glutes. So think about where the hamstring and the glute meet, those muscles there. Very good. Now bend that right knee and root that left heel as much as you can. Send all the way back and lean a little bit to that left outer hip. Keep the breath. And now we're gonna move a little bit faster. Bend one knee and then the other. Find your own moving meditation here, your own pace, your own rhythm. Nice. Two more. Very good, everyone. Lift the right leg up. Send the right knee to the chest and place the foot in between your hands. Stay here. We're gonna straighten the front leg, peel the toes, reach it back. The back heel is not gonna touch the floor, that's fine. And then bend again. 1, you can use your blocks under your hands. And lift the hips, straighten both legs. 2, and bend. Inhale up, 3, and bend. 4. The back leg stays straight the whole time. We're just bending the front knee back and forth. 5. Move with your breath. 6. 7. 8. 2 more, everyone. Beautiful. Back knee on the floor. Move the right foot again to the outside of your mat, this time without using the block. Rotate the ankle to the outside. You can see the right sole of your foot, right hand on your thigh. Send the thigh back as you twist. Keep reaching forward, everyone. It's like if you still want to bend that knee even more and reach it forward. There you go, even more. I know you can bend that knee a little bit more, reach it forward. Nice. Take 2. And 3. Come back. Move the foot to neutral position. Lift the back leg up. Twist to the right. Lift the right arm up and press through that left hand. Take 2 breaths here. Hands to floor, step to plank, top of a push-up, and press back, downward facing dog. Nice job, everyone. Notice the difference. Maybe it's very subtle, maybe you don't feel much. Notice the difference between your right and left leg, between your right and your left hip, between your right outer hip and left outer hip. Is there any difference? Do you feel a little bit more stretched out, or do you feel like you need more? Just notice. Here we go. Lift the left leg up. Send the left knee to the chest. Place the foot in between your hands. Back leg is straight. We're gonna go ahead and straighten that front leg. Peel the toes. Back heel might not touch the floor. That's fine. And bend. That was 1. 2. 3. Slower the better. Take your time. 4. 5. 6. 'Finish your 10. And release the back knee on the floor. Place that left hand on the inside of the foot. Move the foot to the outside of the mat. And now roll the ankle to the outside. Reach forward, everyone. Two more mindful breaths. Bring the foot into neutral position, left hand on the outside of that left foot. Lift the back leg up, right hand on floor. Lift the left one as you twist from the ribs to your middle finger. Because the hips are not twisting here. The hips are still facing down. We're just trying to rotate and twist the upper body. One more breath. Hands to floor, step to plank. From plank, it means to floor or not. Go ahead, chaturanga. Elbows very close to your body. Upward facing dog or cobra. You can maintain the knees on the floor, or you can lift the knees and the thighs off the floor. Press through the palms. One more breath. And downward facing dog, everyone. Keep pressing those thighs to the back of the room. Very good. Let's go into pigeon pose and work a little bit the hamstrings. Lift the right leg up. Send the right knee to the floor close to that right wrist. And go ahead and extend that left leg all the way to the back. We're not gonna release forward. We're not gonna hinge forward. Hands are gonna still be on the floor. And just lift through the sternum. So curl the back toes. And I want you to engage the hamstring from the back of your knee all the way to the glute. Lift the heel and the foot and the shin bone, like if you can touch the glute with that left heel and release. And that was one. And two, and engage as much as you can. And down. And three. And four. And keep going. 5. 6. Keep flexing the foot. That's how you're going to be engaging from toe all the way to the glute. 2 more. Nice job. Extend the leg and release it on the floor. Good. At this point, the right glute is not touching the floor. We're trying to maintain the pigeon pose where the hips are completely square and we're now leaning to one side or the other. But now we're gonna start rocking ourselves side to side, a little bit of weight to the right hand, a little bit of weight to the left, and the right and left. And right. Very good. Now I want you to place all the way on that right glute and sit on that right hip. Nothing has changed. You're coming from neutral position all the way to trying to touch the floor with that right hip. Good. And now move that left leg a little bit close to the right and keep reaching back through the toes. You might feel it depending, right? That depends on each body, but you might feel it very deep in the crease of your hip, where the femur bone meets the hip. You might feel it more on the glute. You might feel it more on the hamstring. There's so many areas that we're stretching here and getting very deep into. Keep pressing through the hands to get even deeper there in that right hip. Take one more mindful breath. Very good, everyone. Hands to floor again. Push forward, curl the back toes, downward facing dog. Notice the difference. Take your time. Very good. Second side, lift the left leg up. Send the left knee to the floor, close to that left hand, left wrist, and extend the right leg all the way back. The hips are not touching the floor, right? The thigh is, the knee is, the shin bone is of the right leg, but the left glute and hip, it's not touching the floor. We're just trying to maintain balance in the middle. Here we go, curl the back toes and curl one. Engage from the back of your knee all the way to the glute, and 2. 3. 4. 7. 8. 10. Nice shot. Let's go ahead and rock ourselves side to side. Way to the left hand, way to the right, and we're just preparing here before we release that glute completely on the floor, especially if we still feel very tight, which might be the case. If you're a female, you probably don't feel as tight, right? We're females, our hips are meant to open, to give birth. If you are a male, you might be struggling a little bit more. And that's normal. There's no wrong or right here. Very good, everyone. Now go ahead and place all that weight on that left hip and kind of like sit on it. Sit on that left glute. And now move that right leg closer to the left side and reach back even more. Hands on floor, lift through the sternum. Not just the hip, but also the front of that right thigh. It's getting stretched out, the hip flexor. One more mindful breath. Nice job, everyone. Whenever you're ready, curl the back toes. Push your leg up. And you're reaching down. Full deep breath. Beautiful, everyone. Bend your knees, eyes, gaze forward, step to the front of your mat. Hands to your shin bones, open up the chest, straighten the back. Forward fold, enjoy here a little bit of that Forward fold. Now that you have stretched a little bit more the legs, so hang the head, go ahead and grab your elbows. Let the head go. If you need to micro bend the knees a little bit, just go ahead and do so. Notice the pit of the belly lifting all the way up to the spine as you keep reaching forward, not down, but forward with the chest. Change the cross of your forearms. Let the other forearm in front keep releasing here. Make yes movements with your head, chin to chest, and then up and movements here. Now make no movements. Nice job, everyone. Release the hands. Hands to your shin bones. Halfway up. Forward fold. Micro bend the knees. Push yourself up. Uttita Hastasana in Tadasana. Stretch from heel all the way to your fingertips. And palms to your heart. Samastitihi. Nice job, everyone. Let's go into tree pose very quick before we lay down again. I want to do tree pose today with a block. So I'm going to go ahead and place the blocks because my foot is a little bit long. I'm going to use 2 blocks. And I'm going to go ahead and step the left foot on top of the block. Then I'm going to place my hands on my hips or waist. And I'm going to work with balance here. So what I want to do is I want to bring that right foot the same height as my left, right? Without touching, but just here on the air. And then I want to squeeze the outer hips in. And I'm going to lift the leg side and come back. And 2, flex the foot. And 3, and 4, and 5. Very good. And then forward. 1, 2, controlling the movement. I know it's a lot. It's balance. It's being on top of a block. It's the fear factor of falling. So just be mindful. And then back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job. From here, lift that right knee up. Open up. Place the foot on the inner thigh for tree pose. Palms to heart. If it's not in the inner thigh, it might be on the calf. If it's not in the calf, then it might be on the block. Wherever it is, squeeze the inner thigh towards the foot in the inner thigh. Maybe open up your arms and breathe. 1, 2, knee forward and down. Nice job, everyone. Walk around a little bit, let the wiggles go. Yeah, especially around the shin bone with all that engagement, trying to maintain the balance. I know the muscles around the shin bone kind of like begin to fire up. Very good, second side. Now place your other foot on the block. And remember the foot that it's on the floor, it's your base, it's your foundation. So the toes should be facing forward. So make sure you're not here, right? Like dog feet. Maintain it forward. And that leg, that thigh, that quad, very engaged. Hands on your waist. Squeeze the outer hips in. And here we go to the side. 1, don't touch the floor. 2, nice job, control. 3, 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Now forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now back. 1, 2. Keep squeezing the outer hip in. 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and lift the knee up. Open up. And place the foot wherever you're gonna place it, but never, never, never on the knee. Palms together, heart center, or up. 3 mindful breaths, everyone. Nice. Forward, down, oof, and let it go. Nice job. Very nice job. Very good. Let's go ahead and lay down on our backs. Knees to chest, Abanasana. Let's take at least here 3 breaths just to settle here, down again, to release each vertebrae on the floor, to arrive here. Nice. Extend the right leg forward. Keep holding and hugging that left knee or shin bone to your chest. Open up the left arm in a capital T, and now rotate the hips to the right side. If you have the block handy, you can place that block under the foot. We're just twisting here. Come back, everyone. Knees to chest. Extend the left leg forward. Inhale. Exhale, open the right arm and twist to the left. Get lost in your breath. Try not to let your thoughts control the moment just yet. Come back, everyone. Knees to chest. Abanasana. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Again, lifting the head, the chest off the mat. Grabbing the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. Happy baby. And trying to root the sacrum on the floor and maybe rocking the baby to massage those muscles around the spine. Place both feet flat on the mat. Open your feet mat distance apart and windshield wiper. Nice job, everyone. Shavasana. At least take 2 minutes of Shavasana here, just to release completely.